Hello there everybody and welcome back to Costume Quest 2. Last video we failed to stop Dr. White and we have now been transported to the future where he is running a dental hygiene utopia basically. We are being enrolled into the Tooth Academy and we've just been sent to detention. So this area is fairly linear, there's not really a lot that we can do. Our only options really are just to kind of follow along. So this is the detention room at the end of the hall. More troublemakers. Have a seat next to Haley. Face forward and don't make a peep. Hey guys, I'm Haley. What are you in for? We told the truth about Halloween. I guess that's not allowed here. Me too. I told them that costumes are awesome. I can't help it if they are. My dad even made me a rad superhero costume once. But we had to keep it in the shed because it's illegal. Wait a minute. Is Everett your dad? Yeah? Do you know him? He's our best friend. We went to school together. Quiet. Oh, Ren and Reynolds? My mom and dad won't shut up about you. They said you were going to help save us. We tried, but Dr. White took our stuff and threw us in here. And his guards took your parents away too. I'm sorry, Haley. What? He got my mom and dad. We have to go save them. How are we gonna get out of here? What is it, human child? I'm trying to update my profile. I feel sick. Can I go to the nurse? Sick, huh? You should have said you had a toothache. These readings show no sign of illness. You're fine. Okay. What is it now? Can I go use the bathroom? You'll have to wait until the bell rings, human child. But actually, you reminded me that I must go to the bathroom. I've been sitting at this computer for hours. Stay in your seats until I get back, and no talking. Right. I'm gonna do exactly what you asked me to do. Totally. Now's our chance. Let's get out of here and get our costumes. By the way, I was putting together a costume myself. My teachers confiscated some of the materials. But they didn't confiscate this. Alright, so we have got a costume pattern from Haley, and she's also our third party member. So Lucy and Everett's daughter. Which is pretty cool, because it's almost like a continuation. We hung out with them in the first game, and now we get to hang out with her in the second game. And now our objective is basically just going to be to go from classroom to classroom. All of these closed doors are now open. And we're going to go through the teachers' desks in order to get the pieces of our next costume. Am I missing a classroom? I don't think so. I might have to go downstairs to get the last one. I think you get the first two pieces up here. And then we're able to go downstairs. The janitor has moved. And if we go into this empty classroom, we can grab the third piece, and then our costume will be completed. And this is the Jefferson costume. So yes, this is a costume of Thomas Jefferson. And the ability that we get from this costume is the power of diplomacy. And this is another attacking type of costume. You might also have gotten an achievement just now for trying on 5 different costumes. So with the Jefferson costume, what you'll want to do is use your diplomacy power here on the janitor in order to make him move. I can't help notice that you're slaving over these floors, Mr. Grubbin. I'll say, would you believe they want the floors clean all the time? Not to mention that I'm stuck with a first-generation hover bucket. It looks like back-breaking work. I think you owe it to yourself to take a break. You're right. Maybe I will take a break. My back muscles hurt. I also like that his name is Christopher. I like all the names of the people in this game. And then if you open the closet that he was guarding, we will be able to get all of our stuff back. And again, at this point, if you are going for the candy corn achievement and you haven't messed it up yet and you've managed to be good and keep the candy corn equipped at all times, you'll want to keep it equipped. It automatically goes onto Ren, which is quite nice. I am going to keep Jefferson and the superhero on, and I think I will also equip the pterodactyl. We do have another fight coming up very, very shortly. So this is also a good opportunity if you want to fix up your creepy treat cards. If there's any in here that I can think of that might actually work for this next fight. Again, it's kind of hard to think about which ones will actually be effective, but I'm just gonna go with a few of them there. And then once you're ready, basically we can just get out of here. There is a fountain here, but we'll already be at full health, so there's no point in using it. However, you can use it just to save your game. And we are out of here. Going somewhere? Your behavior has been unacceptable. Look at this list of infractions. Disrupting class, skipping detention, kidnapping, stealing school property. These costumes are our property. You stole them first. And what do you mean, kidnapping? I left because I wanted to leave. I'm not finished. Violating the Costume Act, manipulating our janitorial staff, and attempted escape. Trying to escape is a funny one, humans. There is no way to escape the Tooth Academy. At least, not without a proper education. Alright, well, you know it's serious business when your teacher is equipped with full-on spiked body armor. So this is the fight with Principal Bojim, and despite the fact that this guy has a ton of health, he's probably even easier than our first boss battle because he has absolutely no special abilities whatsoever. He's basically just going to attack us, and that's it. Now, in my case, because I do not have the clown, it was probably a good idea for me to actually equip a healing costume, but I should be fine. I'm not too worried about it. Either equipping a healing creepy treat card or having the clown in the fight with you may not be a bad idea, just because this guy does have quite a bit of health, so it's going to take us a little while to finish up this fight. So we can test out our new costume here. And I'm gonna get some double damage in with the pterodactyl costume, just because the pterodactyl is super effective against the type of creature that the principal is. So not really much to say for this fight beyond that. What other cards do I have? I can max out all of their meters, and I can also have one of our heroes take 2 turns. Now that would probably be the best option for our pterodactyl once again. I'm gonna max out our meters just so we can get some serious damage in on this guy and hopefully finish him off quickly. And it will also allow us to see the Declaration of Destruction, which is the ability of our Jefferson Costume. Which is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. I actually quite enjoy the Jefferson Costume. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but I do end up using it quite a bit because it is very, very powerful. And as we get more costumes, it does, after a time, sort of replace my superhero costume. So I'm a little worried about Ren at this point. If he keeps attacking her, she might die at the end of this fight. But because experience is shared among the entire party, as long as all of our characters don't die, then we'll still win the fight and get our experience. And this is why having a healing character, having the clown in, probably wouldn't be such a bad idea just as a safety net. But I went with 3 attacking costumes just because I figured I would be able to outlast him. So there you have it. We get ourselves a Smoochies card, some more experience, some more candy. And now we can pretty much get the heck out of here. So you can go around the grounds. As you can see, the front gate is locked. We're not going to be getting out the front gate anytime soon. But yeah, you can knock these garbage pails for a little bit of candy. You can go back inside right now, which is not a bad idea, just to save your game and rest at the fountain. So I'm going to switch my costume with Ren. I'm going to do the pterodactyl costume here. I'm going to come around the side and I'm going to blow down this leaf pile to reveal this hiding child, which will start our hide and go seek for this area. And then you'll notice a huge pile of leaves over here on the other side. And once we clear that, we can go down into the sewers, which is how we escape this level. So once we're down in the sewers, we can talk to Shady. How many times I gotta tell you, kid, I go where the action is. But it's the future. Time can't hold Shady. Besides, I ain't letting no future chumps move in on my racket. I don't think I've ever actually seen this competition you keep talking about. Exactly. Now, do you want the goods or what? I got some new futuristic stuff here. So, we can buy some maps, but other than that, it actually looks like I pretty much cleaned him out from before when we were in the French Quarter. So, maps aren't always a necessity, but I usually buy them just because they're so cheap. They're 20 pieces of candy each, and I still have a lot of candy to work with if I want to buy some more upgrades, but I will probably wait until he gets some more cards in his inventory. Don't hurt yourself with those things, kid. So if we try to go this way, you can see that it's just way too dark. So we're stuck. We can't go that way. And if we want to talk to this guy here, petting the alligator, it turns out that it's Monty in the future, all grown up. Oh hey, it's my old pals. It's good to see you after all these years. I still think back to all them adventures we had back in the day, before they dredged the swamp to build Auburn Pines. What have you been up to? Well, not much since Dr. Dingleberry took over and tore my place down for Grubbenhausen. I've been hanging out in the sewers with my gators ever since. But that's okay, Gertie Jr. is all I really need. Gosh, well, it was good seeing you again, Monty. Yeah, so he just lives in the sewer with his alligator. But again, it's cool. I think it's great that you actually have an opportunity to meet up with some of these characters that you've met up with previously. Hey there, Haley. Why aren't you in school? We escaped. That's cool. I know your mom and dad were worried about you. Actually, the dental guard took them away. We need to find them. Oh no, that means they're probably in Dr. White's dental compound. That place is impenetrable. The security there is redonkulous. There must be some way to get in there, right? Well, there might be a way through the sewers, but I've never tried. You should ask Sadie. She's inside. Just knock on the door. The password is Choco Nana. Alright, so we're gonna switch back to the Jefferson costume. And we're gonna knock on the door. Password? Choco Nana. Alright, so first things first, there's a few pieces of stray candy all around the bar here that we can pick up. You can see it's a mix of grown-ups and children. So the person that you want to talk to is right here over by the bar. Haley, Ren, and Reynolds. Everett and Lucy sent word that you guys might show up. You know us? Silly, I used to sell you stamps when we were kids. Oh, Sadie, you sure had some great stamps back then. Yeah, creepy treat cards are all the rage now, though. What can I do for you? Do you know how we can get into the compound to save Lucy and Everett? Oh, I was afraid you'd ask me that. There is a way, but I'm afraid it's too dangerous for you guys. I'm not going to put you in harm's way, and there's nothing you can say to change my mind on this, I think. Well, this is where the diplomacy power comes in again, so you want to talk to her as Jefferson and use the diplomacy ability. I can see that you are concerned for our safety, Sadie. You bet I am. But if we don't save Everett and Lucy, Haley will be on her own without any supervision. And we'll be stuck here in this dystopia without our mom and dad. Oh, gosh, that is also terrible. How did I get stuck with this moral conundrum? Okay, I'll tell you, but you have to help me with something first. I'm not attaching strings. I just need to hit my candy quotas before I can send you to my boss. If you go pick up some deliveries for me, I'll give you the password to my boss's speakeasy on the east side of the city. He's the one that knows the way into Dr. White's compound. Deal. Where are the deliveries? Just go up to our old neighborhood and start knocking on doors. But be careful. Sometimes the dental guard likes to set up sting operations to catch our delivery guys. We can take care of ourselves. We'll be right back with those deliveries. Alright. So that's pretty much all we needed to do in this area. For now, we will be back. But we can just exit into our old neighborhood, which of course is now the new neighborhood in the dystopian future. It looks very, very different, but this is very much created in Dr. White's image. There are going to be these dental robots kind of roaming around that we need to watch out for. I do believe if we go right back into the sewers, Shady will sell us the map of Auburn Pines, which you do want to buy. And of course things are a little bit different now. We can't go trick-or-treating because trick-or-treating is pretty much outlawed and we're not allowed to do it. So we need to knock on the doors and actually deliver candy instead. So we're also going to need to be on the lookout for our hide-and-seek kits. And sooner or later, we're going to have to actually go through the sewer. So hopefully we'll be able to find a light to get us through there. So this is just an overview of the neighborhood. As you can see, there's not too many houses. So I'm going to stop it right here before we get too far into things, since we really have been doing a lot in these last few videos. We've been moving right along and we've done a lot. So we're going to just take a break before we start knocking on doors. But I will pick up right here in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.